they say you don't miss something until it's gone? Thankfully, the wait is over. Because it's all back. Well, with a slight twist. It's the game you love, like we've never seen it before. 22 teams, all in one place, ready to make history. It's a whole new game.
For the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Lots of enthusiasm. Well, I like that story, David, and a good attitude. Great job. Thank you so much. We get a break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. You look at Portland. Right now, they're on the outside looking in at the playoff seeds. And, of course, the Warriors. Right now, quite a ways down below.
Yeah, and when you look at Portland, they've been strong at times this season, but they still have some hope. I think they're a playoff caliber team. I just don't think they're a championship caliber team.
This has been the thought all along. They have enough to compete night in and night out, but they're not taking 4 out of 7 from a top team in this league. No way.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Chris is out there with Draymond Green, and it's Wiggins in at the 3 slot. And for the Trailblazers, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. And it's Anthony in at the 3, a small forward. Now here's Lillard after the miss from Klay Thompson. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2. Smitty, we know players are getting more nights off around this time of the year. How much did that occur when you were playing in the NBA?
Coaches and organizations really came up to guys when they see they were hurting. You didn't want them to play when they were injured. And then at the end of the season, Kevin, usually you looked and said, ooh, we have the number 6 seed locked up or whatever place locked up. And then that's when you start to get nights off. I don't remember doing it during game 20 and game 30 where guys started to get nights off.
And such a polished player near the basket. Nurkic feels comfortable taking those in-close shots.
And Green gets it to go.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Now, here's Lillard. He's coming off a 25-point game against Memphis.
And he was also a terrific creator in that game as well. His assist totals show you what a fantastic all-around effort it was.
Thompson against McCollum. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Trying to find Green. He's got it now. Pass to Chris. Shoots over Nurkic. Chris can't hit.
He goes up strong, but he is met with resistance. I think that surprised him a little bit.
Here's McCollum. Wiggins with the block. Here's Chris. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Chris has got his second bucket.
You have to remember, Thompson's grown up in a system where sharing the ball is emphasized.
And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession. Well, we've got a moment here. Let's now see who the league's top scorers are. 5th on the list, Damian Lillard.
And his contribution to his team offensively cannot be understated. He is always leading the way for them with his ability to put up points.
Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
Wow, that's one you just kind of assume is going in. Tough luck.
And stolen by Wiggins. Crafty move. That's good from Chris on the assist by Wiggins. Wiggins has got his 3rd assist on the night. Lillard, bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
And we know once he gets in the rhythm, he's a really tough guy to stop.
And Draymond Green does so much on the floor. It's hard to quantify by any measure.
And people have called Draymond a product of the system before. But I don't care where he is. Draymond is going to be a major impact with his defense and playmaking.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. From the wing, Trent can't hit.
Yeah, he's kicking himself. No defenders to be found in that mid-range area.
Wiggins passes to Pascal. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Looney's checked in for the Warriors. And Whiteside's got the ball here for Portland. They trail by 6. Last time these two teams came together was also in this building. They were able to win it for the home fans.
Yeah, I think they prepared to face more defensive pressure, and that one didn't happen, and boy, they just rolled.
They came in focused and ready to play, and despite facing little resistance, they never pulled back.
Here's Wiggins after Nasir Little's bucket. Wiggins passes to Pascal. Back to Wiggins. 6 on the shot clock. Passes it to Poole to the inside. Here's Looney. Good on the short little jump shot.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Pass to Trent. 44 seconds left here in the first quarter. And the jam by Whiteside.
The activity of Whiteside, if he plays with consistent energy, the sky's the limit.
Warriors leading by 4. Kicks it out to Wiggins. The pass to Poole. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Wiggins. No good from outside. The Trailblazers have gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. Feeds it to Whiteside. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Six seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Poole. The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. The leadership mantle, something that Damian Lillard welcomed.
A lot of responsibility when things go bad.
Right on the money as always. Lillard has excelled in that leadership role.
Yeah, I mean, he plays with so much confidence and composure, but also it's the way he includes his teammates and gets to know them as individuals that makes him a franchise player.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And from what we've seen so far from the Warriors, how would you grade it?
Throughout the first quarter, they did a great job of just running the offense.
Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified the right matchups, and the execution is there.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court for the Trailblazers, Hazonia at the 4 and Whiteside at the 5. Then it's Little, and it's Trent in at the 2 spot.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Now, here's Wiggins. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Brooklyn. And good that time. Looney's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Terrific work inside from Looney. He continues to get more comfortable down there.
Inside. And the layup's good off the glass. Pascal's got the lead up to 6 now for the Warriors.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Ball's knocked loose. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Trips down the breakaway slam.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
Here's Hazonia. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. This is his first free throw of the game.
At the line for your Trailblazers.
And he makes the first. Steve, we're seeing teams around the league putting up a lot of three-point shots. I'm sure you would have enjoyed playing in this era so much with that green light shooting 3.
I would, Kevin. Getting a chance to shoot maybe 5 or 6 more three-point field goal attempts takes your numbers up. But I also think A lot of these teams are copycats. Everybody can't shoot the three. Work on your game and what's best for you.
Lillard misses.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Thompson passes to Pascal. Smailagic. Hazonia defending. Anthony on the double team. Curry with a wide open look. Sinks the triple. And now a 9-point Warrior lead.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless. Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
Nurkic checked in for Mario Hazonia. Lillard outside. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Stolen by Thompson. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Finished off the break.
Beautiful feed by Draymond. He plays a physical game, but he also has great awareness and skill.
Nurkic finds McCollum. Shoots. That shot, no good. And Golden State will go the other way with it. Coming off that loss against the Nets, Thompson with the bucket.
Here's a good example of taking what the defense allows. Klay Thompson, not just an outside threat.
Pass to Anthony. The three. Trailblazers keep it alive. Count it. Nurkic has got his second bucket of the game to go.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get.
Trailblazers trail by 8. And it's denied. And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession. .102 left in the first half of the game.
In a funk this quarter, he's trying to shoot his way out of it.
And a miss there off the inbound. Here's Green. Carmelo Anthony grabs the board. The Trailblazers have gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. And Damian Lillard with the bucket on the assist by Collins.
And he can score from all over the court. But Lillard at his best from mid-range. He deserves extra special attention from the defense in that in-between area. But sometimes, even then, that's not enough.
Anthony with the bucket. 34 seconds left to play here in the half. Dishes it to Curry. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. To the left side wing. Here's Lillard. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. They get Stephen Curry. The Trailblazers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. First one falls for him. So both teams making some changes here. He hits both from the stripe.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Wiggins kicks to Curry. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Wiggins has got 5 assists in the game. McCollum outside. With 2 seconds left. A putback. Great positioning on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we... Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Golden State found themselves in a close game in the first. The biggest lead they were able to get out to. And that'll do it.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Really an incredible game from Lillard.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. Curry and Klay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Green is out there with Andrew Wiggins, and it's Chris in at the pivot, manning the middle.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Well, at this point, it's undeniable that Curry is the greatest shooter of all time. You talking about guys like Ray Allen, he has passed up. That is big time.
Chris with it, now defended by McCollum. Chris gets the bucket.
And this is where Chris does a considerable amount of damage. Feels comfortable taking those interior shots.
Yes, that goes in.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And there are no metrics to deny. What Curry is doing is incredible.
And at this point, we take his jaw-dropping feats for granted. He passes the numbers test, and he certainly passes the eye test. Curry, the best at what he does. This is the shot you want to get him, an open look from range.
Poked away, taken away by Anthony. Here's McCollum. Great pass to set up the lay-in. McCollum's got 5 now.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Green, solid as a rock from 20 feet away. And the Warriors lead by 8.
Firing on all cylinders here in the third. Only one miss in 5 attempts.
Anthony against Wiggins. From about 19 feet, Lillard misses. Warriors leading by 8. Lets the 3 fly, and there's Stephen Curry on the assist by Wiggins. Wiggins has got 6 assists here tonight.
So good with the ball in his hands. Curry's just as effective off the catch.
And oh, here we go with Green. Nobody back. Lays it in off the breakaway. Green's got the lead up to 13 now for the Warriors.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
What it was, they are getting better shots, which has gotten them into a rhythm, and they're knocking down everything.
Here's Curry, following the score by Damian Lillard. Green, the pass to Curry. Wiggins against McCollum. Here's Thompson at balls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Wiggins has got his 7th assist here tonight. Lillard outside. And the foul on Andrew Wiggins. That is his first foul of the game. Well, we see these sponsorship patches on these uniforms now, Steve. This is the 3rd and final year of the test run. I think it's here to stay. What do you think?
I do too. I think the numbers have also coincided that it's here to stay. I think also the revenue. I think people love it, and I think the sponsorship helps.
McCollum, no good. Warriors leading by 12. There's 1:38 left in the 3rd. He's covered by Whiteside. Another shot, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And a moment now to see the numbers for McCollum. Since the break, he's been simply stellar. 6th in scoring, and his playmaking ability, unquestioned. One of the top 15 assist men in our league.
And you noted it. His points per game average is unreal right now. He's literally propping up the team's offense, scoring whenever they need him to. And here are the Warriors now, after the Trailblazers pick up 2. Puts it up from 7, and it goes down 2 points. And here's Whiteside. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. It's a 13-point game.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Pass to Pascal. Over Whiteside, and there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
Good vision from Steph, but for that play to work, you also have to get open. Steph put it on the money.
Simons, the pass to Trent. With the shot. Can't nail the jumper. Here's Golden State now. They're on a 14-5 run here. And Curry has it in the corner. Pass to Pascal. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Pascal's got 11 points.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
An uncontested shot at the rim, you have to compete at all times.
It's stolen by Little. No one near Whiteside as he lets it go. And so it's the Golden State Warriors feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shoot. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Whiteside is out there with Anthony. Then there's McCollum, and it's Simons in at the point guard. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Deep 2 from Anthony. No good there. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. They double team Curry. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Good on the three-point shot. And the Warriors lead by 20.
And of all the things Thompson provides, this is still his specialty. Over 42% for his career from 3. Not just selling for something along the perimeter. Excellent job.
They double team Curry. Thompson inside. He is guarded by McCollum. Here's Pascal. Now the pass to Looney. Golden State moving the ball around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Here's Pascal. Sinks the 15-footer.
And watching that defensive effort right there, you wonder how much they want this game.
They are getting buried tonight with plays like that one, allowing too much space for a good shooter.
McCollum, no good.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
Here's Whiteside. Pass to Simons. Here's Trent. Jacks up a 3. Hits it from three-point range.
Not just a knockdown shooter, he does a great job of finding space for his shot.
Looney kicks to Thompson. You know, Smitty, the NBA more active now in developing players before they enter the NBA. Not just the fundamentals, but the values of the game.
Yeah, I think it's a good move. The league has been taking a hands-on approach. There's nothing wrong with teaching the next generation life lessons about the sport and through the sport.
Shot on the wing. They grab their own miss. Here's Looney. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket.
The effort from Looney on the offensive glass. A hustle player who really wills himself out there.
To the paint. And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound.
Boy, if you're the coach, you hate to see that kind of miscommunication between your guys.
The Warriors making a switch here. Warriors leading by 20. To the middle. Here's Chris. And it's Portland with the rebound. Nurkic has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Anthony, the pass to Lillard. "17-foot shot on the way. Can't get it to go. Now 6 of 12 from the floor. Here's Green. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. 9 points for Draymond Green. Lillard with it. Picked up by Thompson. Curry is inside. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
Tremendous day at the office for the former NBA scoring champion, Steph on a mission.
Here's Lillard. Collins. And Collins is right there.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here.
And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. In for his 7th make in 14 tries.
And once they roll the ball out there, Lillard turned on the switch. He is doing it all tonight.
And that one drops for him.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
And guess what? It's going to be a fun flight home. Total team effort. Big win on the road.
No good on the quick three. Golden State's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Collins is running. Nurkic dishes to Collins, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Trying to attack the heart of that defense with great teamwork.
Down low. A flawless finish on the alley-oop.
And it's just competing, giving your best when it matters most.
It's called killer instinct. It's one thing to be close at the end. It's another to finish.
Inside. No good from Lee.
Well, that alley-oop attempt, a case of what could have been, just didn't finish the play.
This is something you practice over and over again. I'm surprised they couldn't execute.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Let him decide whether to shoot it, whether to pass it. He's your catalyst right now.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg, an enemy. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
unprecedented improvements. Shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements. Shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
weeks, we've been talking with community members as well as 2K devs about NBA 2K21. Woot woot.
We've been asking the community members about what they're excited for with the new game.
As well as devs and asking them what we can expect. And here at 2K TV, we bring together the NBA 2K community as well as the NBA 2K devs.
That's right, so let's see what happens when we take...
Up next. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning into 2K Sports. We've got some... Got to take a look at the steal numbers over the last couple months. The scope of that for Green.
I feel like he hasn't been paying as much attention to the defensive aspect of the game as he needs to. His steals have dropped over the past few months, and he needs to get back some of that fire on D.
Now, Golden State's starting five. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Green is out there with Wiggins, and it's Chris in at the 5 down low. And for the Celtics, Brown and Hayward, they're the wing. Daniel Tice out there with Tatum, and it's Walker in at the point guard position. Doris, the playoff seedings still jumbled a bit up in the air. Just how important you think it is to get home court advantage in the NBA playoffs in this era.
Historically speaking, Kevin, as you know, home court advantage is absolutely monumental, and it doesn't matter the round of the playoffs. Could be a conference semifinal or an NBA final. If you come down to a Game 7, that home court advantage can be the difference between winning and losing. You want as much in your favor, Kevin, as you know, going into the postseason.
Now here's Tatum, following the miss by Draymond Green. Shoots the 3. Tatum's shot is off. The Warriors have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. And now here's Chris, guarded by Tatum, and he's able to get it back. Curry can't get it to go.
Well, this is how you shut him down. A tremendous contest against a very skilled player.
Three-pointer, Hayward drills it from outside.
Well, Gordon Hayward unafraid to be aggressive with his three-point shot. This guy has a ton of confidence in that jumper.
Green against Tatum. Green kicks to Wiggins. Shoots. And the Warriors miss again. The Celtics have gone 2 of 3 here to start off the game. Curry with the steal. On the wing, Wiggins. To the middle. It's stolen by Tice. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. Here's Hayward. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Hayward's got 5 points so far.
I think Brown demonstrating he's got a great understanding of the game. He keeps his head moving, his eyes open so he can spot the open man.
Now, here's Thompson. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. That's tipped.
Well, really improving as a defender. Jason Tatum has those long arms to redirect shots.
Begins with the block, and it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Boston making a switch here. Smart's checked in. And you look at Jason Tatum able to play either forward position. Doris, do you think his future is at the 3 or at the 4?
I think he is interchangeable at either position because his scoring can be devastating. For Jason Tatum, it's really a matter of making sure he continues to gain strength, continue to be a force and factor on the defensive end, and probably enhance his footwork around the rim a little bit.
Some changes for Boston. Ennis Cantor's checked in for Daniel Tice. Williams comes in for Tatum. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Walker. Now, here's Cantor. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Boston shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for. Around 80% on the season.
And the technical free throw is good. Here's Smart. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Pascal, the basket pool over Smart. And the Warriors miss again. Boston leading by 10. Wanamaker looking over the floor. Second shot opportunity. Cantor's shot is off. They're not having much success at all right now.
Kevin, I would shuffle the lineup if I were their coach a little bit just to try to find something that works.
You know, two things happen there. Excellent coverage on the shot, and then finish the possession securing the boards.
Off the left rim and out. Warriors trail by 10. Here's Pascal. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Brooklyn. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Williams passes to Wanamaker. Here's Cantor. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Right now, let's check out the teams with the best free throw percentage. In third, the Warriors. In fourth, the Celtics.
Both teams really well served to be very aggressive attacking the rim because of how well they shoot the ball at the free throw line.
What you love about Enes Kanter to me is every night he's capable of a double-double. He's an efficient low-post scorer and a determined rebounder. This guy can play now. Let's make no mistake.
Robert Williams is checked in for Williams. Buries it from three-point range.
And that ends the struggle. You could feel the tensions in the building with each miss.
And you've got to be able to show some resiliency, right? Keep pounding away, and it finally falls for you.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
No doubt, Greg. On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
And the Celtics with possession here, following the score by Golden State. Wanamaker the pass to Smart. Now here's Cantor. He's guarded closely. The pass to Wanamaker. Clock is at 3. From the arc. The shot will not fall. And so it's the Boston Celtics in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. They've been playing some so much talent on this Warriors team. Draymond Green talks.
The way I judge, whether we can play.
Greg, defense is Draymond's specialty, no question about it.
And it all starts on that end. The Warriors feel like if they take care of business at that end, the offense will take care of itself.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
They set a physical tone in the first, and that really showed on the backboard.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
So on the floor for Golden State to begin this second quarter.
There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
To the inside. Good, and Smart gets the assist.
Well, you have to admire how Smart is running this offense right now. He has a knack for spotting open teammates.
What I love about Marcus Smart is every single trip up the floor, this guy is going to be in your grill, and it cannot be a pleasant experience to have this man guarding you.
Brown, up and in, off to an efficient start, 2 for 3 from the field.
Well, to me, that's excellent timing from Jaylen Brown. He shoots with confidence, knowing his teammates trust him.
Here's Poole. Smiley controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
We talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
To the paint, here's Cantor, and it's blocked, and he gets it back. Pass to Williams, over to the wing, fires from deep. Tries yet again. Smart on the wing. Tough possession there. They stayed with it, but they just couldn't make it. And that defensive pressure of Smart will wear you down, Doris, over the course of a game.
Kevin, it takes its toll because his combination of athleticism, strength, and motor makes him an absolute monster on the defensive end.
Pulls up on the wing. Offensive rebound. Cantor kicks to Smart. Oh, that's blocked. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Here's Curry. It's tipped, and he recovers it.
Well, it's a lean frame, but it's an effective frame because Steph Curry knows how to position his body in a way that draws the whistle.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Daniel Tice is checked in for Cantor. Williams comes in for Williams. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Jaylen Brown. And Walker subbed in for Brad Wanamaker. Well, it was the Boston Celtics, their last game, a loss to the Bucks in Milwaukee. It's good. Thompson's got his first 2 points of the night.
You know you can count on Draymond Green to make good decisions. This guy comes up with a lot of terrific assists.
Outside, Smart. Boston, no good that time either.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Out to Thompson. Over Smart. Doris, you've seen a lot of the Golden State Warriors. You've covered their last 5 finals appearances, their 3 championships. Where do you think the Warriors rank all time?
Well, first of all, it's been a privilege to cover one of the great teams in NBA history. I do believe it's really hard to compare eras. Because if you think back to the 90s and the level of physicality that defenses were allowed to play with, you know, it's a drastically different game. It's played in much more open space. Steph Curry has completely changed the defensive geometry with his ability to shoot the basketball. But listen, for me, it's been a privilege to cover this great Warriors run.
Hayward can hit.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Wiggins passes to Curry. Outside, Green. The putback. Rebound, Boston. They've held a 12-point lead early. Here's Hayward, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. That's 7 points for Gordon Hayward.
And with that one, he halts an 11-0 run by the Warriors.
Looney with the bucket.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Pass to Tice. Too long in the paint. He's hit with a 3-second violation. For Boston, they have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3.
Gordon Hayward.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
Well, this is a space you do not want to allow Gordon Hayward to get. He has been a lights-out free throw shooter his entire career.
Tatum, he's checked in for the Celtics. And the Warriors also making a change. Chris is checked in.
This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
And he's having a difficult quarter shooting the ball with just 1 make and 9 attempts.
Down low and stolen by Chris. Thompson for the triple. And Tatum pulls it down. It'll count. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
And give him credit. Good awareness.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. Out in front of the half is Boston. They lead by 5. Kenny. And
we've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Gordon Hayward with another strong contribution so far in this one.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Well, one of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. Hayward at small forward, with Tatum at the 4. And it's Tice in at the center. That's the Boston 5. Green passes to Chris. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
Well, you love the aggressiveness. Chris not drifting around on the outside. He's getting it done in the painted area. You know, simply stated, Draymond Green is an elite defender, one of the best in the game. But what's incredible to me is that he's able to accomplish everything he does on that end of the floor while being undersized in almost every one of his matchups.
And I know a lot of fans will wonder why centers just don't shoot over Draymond Green. Well, Doris, as you know, it's not that simple.
You're right, Kevin. Draymond, it's his competitive spirit. It's his willingness to hold his ground on the block, and it is very difficult to score on him. Why? Well, great length, great anticipation. This guy is flat out competitive and wants to challenge anyone, anywhere.
And there's the bucket from Tatum. Tatum's got his first basket of the night.
Well, do not let Jason Tatum get space in transition. He will make you pay.
Curry passes it to Chris. Green left side. Back to Chris. And Boston with the rebound. Tice has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Here's Tatum. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. And it's an 11-point Boston lead. And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors. Wiggins surveying the floor. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. As we get a break in the action, now let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. Taking a look at Boston. Right now, they're locked into 3rd place in the conference, looking to get a high seed for the playoffs.
And you know, for the Celtics, they've had a dream season. And I think they're only going to get stronger as we approach the postseason.
You know, and that's something we see a lot from teams that come out of the blue like they have this season. Their confidence just grows and grows with each passing week, and they hit the playoffs riding high.
Here's Chris. Rebound, Boston.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
And the Celtics making a change here. Williams has checked in. And it's Brown on the follow. Brown's got the lead up to 13 now for Boston.
Well, can we remember Jaylen Brown's got a 7-foot wingspan? That's an easy second chance opportunity.
And stolen by Tatum. 3-pointer, Hayward. Here's Walker. Passes to Tatum. From deep. That one's not going to go. So Golden State will take it the other way.
I'll tell you, it has not been this guy's best night, but the teammates have been there to pick up the slack. Love it.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Brown wide open. He fires. Klay Thompson grabs the miss. Warriors trail by 11. 1:25 left to play in the 3rd. Here's Chris. That one a little long. Boston making some changes. Enes Kanter's checked in for Hayward. Smart comes in for Brown. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Kemba Walker.
And the Celtics last season mourning the passing of the great John Havlicek.
You know, Greg, he spent his entire career with the Celtics. He won 8 titles along the way. He was known as one of the great competitors and a class individual. His legacy undoubtedly will live on. Well, a spectacular athlete is Andrew Wiggins, and when he's got a chance to get in space and transition, forget about it.
And it's Williams finishing it off.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. Oh, and with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Tatum drives in. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Tatum's got 6 points.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Smailagic is covered by Kanter. Inside. And he banks in the layup. Pascal's got his first points of the game.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Knocks down the 3 ball. 9 points for Jason Tatum.
This, to me, is an area that Jason Tatum really worked on. That three-pointer now one of the most dangerous aspects of his game.
Here's Wanamaker. Up again, and Cantor able to finish. 6 points for him.
You know, his positioning near the hoop, always to his advantage. Just a terrific job to tip that one back in.
What a performance for Jason Tatum. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
And, Greg, nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the fourth quarter. Setting the floor for the Warriors. They've got Andrew Wiggins. He's out there with Steph Curry, and it's Looney in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. A lot of players have taken their game to another level. A lot of improvement they've done individually. Any surprises that have caught your eye, Doris, over the years?
Yeah, I would say probably maybe the greatest single individual leap I've ever seen is by the reigning most improved player, and that's Pascal Siakam. Couldn't get in the rotation consistently in the postseason, and then became such an integral part of an NBA championship team. Kemba Walker, who is an all-star caliber player, all-NBA level guy, continues to stay in the lab and keep improving. So a ton of guys, Domantas Sabonis, another young big who's been incredible. Just great to see guys progress.
Curry's shot is good.
Boy, I don't know that I've ever seen a better pull-up jump shooter than Stephen Curry. An amazing ability to stop on a dime.
He feeds it to Green. A three-pointer, Wiggins, good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 3 assists in the game. On the wing, Williams. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And they shot just over 30% in that first half. Not what they were looking for, obviously, but they're getting much better looks here since halftime and have brought that percentage up.
Gordon Hayward's checked in for Jason Tatum. And the Warriors also making a change. Chris, he's checked in for Looney. Dishes to Green. Knocked away. And stolen by Hayward. And here's the fast break. Walker leading the way. Here's Smart. Doesn't go for him. Wiggins with some nice D.
Boy, did they need that rebound. I mean, they have struggled on the boards overall, but still with a chance to win.
And Williams with the clear path to the hoop. And it's Williams throwing it down.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look. That's the idea. You work the ball into that area. It's a sweet spot.
Now here's Walker. Over in the corner, Williams. A second chance effort. Out to Hayward. He dishes it to Walker. Celtics passing it around. Boston needs to get off a shot. Three-pointer. Hayward hits the three-point bomb. And the Celtics lead by 17.
Boy, Gordon Hayward getting more and more comfortable scoring in the face of guys draped all over him.
And they pick up 2.
Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
Smart against Wiggins. Smart kicks to Hayward. And here's Walker outside. Chris with the rebound.
And you can see why he might be off on some of his attempts, getting far fewer shots today than he's accustomed to.
Here's Tice. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Smart's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Hayward gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5-for-8 clip.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness, as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Celtics.
Great, generous ball movement tonight. A thing of beauty.
Yeah, a remarkable team effort. They got everyone involved.
And this will now push it to a total of 44 games in the win column on the season.
And they've really had a dominant run of games against this opponent this year. They played them 3 times and won every one.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Gordon Hayward.
They simply can't stop him right now. This guy playing with passion and focus.
Up top, Tice, covered by Chris. The pass to Tice, and stolen by Chris. And Curry with the clear path to the hoop. Ball going up court, and Chris throws it down.
And you can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
No doubt. It felt like they were a little tight for much of the evening. Now they're in a better flow, but it may be too little too late.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some. That's a complete effort. Stuck with his man, gets his hand up, and then he doesn't hesitate to finish the possession with the rebounding job.
Back to Wiggins. It's Curry outside. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Steph Curry just rolling right now. We've seen many big nights from this guy. You might have to add another one.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg
unprecedented improvements. Shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements. Shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
I bet you're all wondering the same thing. What is NBA 2K21 all about, both current gen and next gen?
So we're going directly to the developers to ask.
Gameplay director Mike Wang joins us here on 2K TV. Mike, how are you?
Hey, it's great to see you guys.
How has development been staying at home during this tough period?
Oh man, it's been a whirlwind. I mean, like, you know, I think at first it was a little bit rocky. We're all trying.
And a look at the Warriors, arriving earlier on, looking sharp and determined. This goal, now it's ended. It is indeed, DA, thank you. Now Golden State's starting five. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Draymond Green, and it's Chris in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Raptors, Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. Fred VanVleet out there with Lowry, and it's Anunoby in at the three.
Well, Kevin, this Warriors team, they just have a lot of stars. Nothing can equal the roster from last season, but they legitimately had an all-star at every position for a bit.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Serge Ibaka with the rebound. And even with the departures this offseason, the Warriors, Chris, are still a contender.
Yeah, and the Warriors knew that they couldn't keep the same roster. It just wasn't possible. But still, what a ride it was for the short time it lasted.
And a wide open look here for Wiggins. Off target with his three. And it's Lowry with the ball. Brings it up for the Raptors. VanVleet kicks to Ibaka to the inside. Here's Siakam. Wiggins with the block. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Nice shot by Thompson. Thompson's got his second bucket tonight.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
The shot by Lowry, no good. It's stolen by Ibaka. Lets it fly. The six-footer's good.
And offensively, Ibaka's been spending more time out on the perimeter, but watching him work inside there, you realize that may still be his bread and butter.
Yep, that one goes in there.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
And it's Marquise Chris with the foul. That's his first foul here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Ibaka drawing the double team. Back to VanVleet over Green. Well, Chris, as we wind toward the end of the regular season, what do you notice as an analyst that you didn't notice when you were playing?
Wow, I think what I didn't notice when I was playing was everything that goes on around the arena. Now I get to the games a couple of hours early. I get to interact with fans. I get to see game productions. The business of basketball, just how much everyone loves the game, from Adam Silver down to someone at the concession stands at the arena, how it really is a community and a family. Because when I was in Sacramento, I'm just playing for Sacramento. I didn't realize how many people in New York and Detroit and other places supported not only us in Sacramento, but their home teams, and just seeing how passionate everyone in the business of basketball, how passionate they are. And that's just something awesome to be a part of.
And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for Golden State. Wiggins kicks to Curry. That's no good. Couldn't get his first shot to go. Toronto, they've gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. And Siakam throws it down.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
This is Green at his best. He's no stranger to contact. In fact, welcome.
This quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Siakam on the follow.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Curry looking it over. Takes a three. Toronto grabs the miss.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here's on an open. He's covered by Thompson. Here's Van Vliet. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry.
And that's what makes Lowry a great floor leader. Just unselfish in his attitude and great awareness of how to keep his teammates involved.
Van Vliet finds Siakam. 41 seconds left to play in the first quarter.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Will it go? And it's Wiggins missing. Raptors leading by 7. Here's Van Vliet. The shot, no good. Good D by Thompson. Golden State's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Wiggins, and the rejection by Ibaka.
The size, the timing of Ibaka, tailor-made for protecting the rim. And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Not the fastest, biggest guy, but Steph's competitiveness allows him to be a good defender.
And we've reached the end of the first quarter. One of the most demonstrative players in the game, Draymond.
That's all defense is. It is effort. It's the effort to...
Well, and he should know, a former Defensive Player of the Year.
You know, he just takes pride in being their anchor defensively. And if he's not seeing that effort, he's going to let you know about it.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. What do you guys think about the Raptors here in this one?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
So for the Golden State Warriors right now, Golden State moving the ball around, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Got to take a look at the steal numbers over the last couple months, the scope of that for Green.
I feel like he hasn't been paying as much attention to the defensive aspect of the game as he needs to. His steals have dropped over the past few months, and he needs to get back some of that fire on D.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. The Raptors shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for, around 80% on the season.
And he's good on the second. Warriors trail by 12. There's the basket pool. And what was that about? Not a good shot right there.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat. Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Puts up a 3. Oh, trying for it. And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession. This break gives us a chance to see the league's best fast break teams in the second half of the season. They've really ramped up the energy. Number 1, the Raptors.
You know, the NBA season is a marathon, but the way they played since the break, man, they're running a sprint. How about that transition offense?
Oh, be careful, and this is where Steph is near impossible to slow down. Open court in transition.
Here's Boucher. And it's Looney with the rebound. Warriors trail by 12.
Well, when you look at a guy like Kevin Looney, I mean, he gives his team so much. I mean, great option to have either starting or off the bench with his versatility.
Here's Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Oh, Kevin, the coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy buckets like this, GA.
from deep three-point range, an absolute bomb from three-point range. And Chris, with Looney, he is a bit of a glue guy, and his defense is his calling card.
Well, he slots into so many lineups as he can play the 4 or the 5 and basically guard anyone on the floor. He has a good motor and doesn't need a ton of touches to be effective. It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot get his shots to drop.
And it's Davis missing.
The D hanging tough and stopping what would normally have been an easy lay.
And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits.
Such a smart read by Curry. He has an uncanny ability to know whenever one of his guys is open.
Shots good by Boucher.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. So both teams changing it up here. Smailagic covered by Siakam. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation.
And a chance here to look at the numbers for Siakam. Averaging about 23 points per, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists. And he does so much for this team, but it starts with the way he leads the offense.
Yeah, he's willing to take on the scoring load, and he's more than capable of delivering.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Fred VanVleet is checked in for the Raptors. Great value in rim protection, Chris. Talk about some of the characteristics that you have seen and you use yourself in being a good shot blocker.
Well, your reputation precedes you as a shot blocker. So as a shot blocker, you've already blocked enough shots that everyone knows, hey, I'm Rudy Gobert. Don't come in here unless you want to get that shot swatted out of the way. My name's Joel Embiid. Did you see my highlights of last game? So really what I'm saying is a shot blocker is always in your thought process. I still have nightmares about Mutombo. Oh, come on, let's go to the next. Go to the next one, please. Come on. Get off shot blockers.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint. And they keep hammering away at them inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Here's Anunoby. That shot misses. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. 56 seconds left in the second quarter. Pass to Poole. 6 to shoot. Thompson in the corner. From deep. Drops in the tray. Thompson's got it back down to within single digits for the Warriors.
The defender has to try to stay in Clay's jersey, especially on the catch and shoot.
Gasol kicks to Siakam. That one rolling around and rims out. The Warriors have gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. Wiggins from outside. Another 3 for Golden State.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Anunoby passes to Siakam. Back to Anunoby. And stolen by Chris. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. A shot by Thompson and no one's around. A 3-pointer off the mark. Here's Siakam. And so it's the Toronto Raptors with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. The one goal they had coming into this game was to not let Curry beat them. And so far, their defense on Steph has been tremendous. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, can't tell you how much Serge Ibaka had no problems getting going. He had 8 points, 2 assists, and 1 block. And taking a look at the Raptors, and that's a wrap.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Serge Ibaka has been sensational.
And he was an absolute monster on the offensive glass in that first half. I don't know how you slow him down.
Yeah, you must try to match his energy level first and foremost. But right now, he's just out hustling guys to the ball.
Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. Lowry out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Ibaka in at the center position. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Second free throw, no good. And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors. They trail by 7. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, everyone has already agreed that Curry is a generational talent and one of the greatest shooters of all time. I mean, at this point, he is just climbing up the all-time list in NBA history. I mean, it's a robust resume.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line. It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
You'd like to see a little more energy coming out of halftime with the defensive.
Left block shot on the way, and the shot is good. The Raptor lead has been cut back down to 5 points in the make from Chris. And with Curry, the titles, the unanimous MVPs, Chris, it's hard to argue he's not one of the best ever.
Yeah, Kevin, what stands out to me is just how much he's changed the game. I mean, when you alter how teams approach the game and how kids practice at home, he's made the 3 just as big as the dunk.
And there it is for him. Curry's got 6.
You can learn a lot by watching him operate in their offense.
Ibaka, the best of VanVleet. The Warriors pull it in. Outside Curry. Got a piece of it. Wiggins. On the wing, Green. Covered by Siakam. Here's Wiggins. Goes back up. That one's good, and the Raptor lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from Chris.
Nice and steady so far in the second half. They're 3 for 4.
Lowry with the ball. Picked up by Thompson. Here's VanVleet. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. Lowry's got 3 assists in the game.
And just no excuse, guys, for leaving a shooter like him open beyond the arc. And smothered him on that mid-range attempt.
Well, that's how you play it. He does a good job of getting into the shooter's airspace.
The shot's good.
A veteran guard with a knack for penetrating defenses. Lowry can pretty much get any shot he wants.
VanVleet with it. It's up against Thompson. Now the Warriors moving it up. Here's Chris. And Chris throws it down.
Oh, I love seeing Curry come up with steals like this, using his quickness to his advantage.
And Siakam throws it down.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
Wiggins kicks to Chris. Outside Curry. Back to Chris. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. 10 points for him.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That's his first foul. A new group in now for the Raptors. Boucher is checked in. Rondé Hollis-Jefferson comes in for OG Anunoby. Powell, he's checked in for Fred VanVleet. Davis is subbed in for Kyle Lowry.
And you wonder what's gotten into Ibaka. He's been much more aggressive and successful than usual on the offensive end.
With that shot, the Raptor lead is cut to just 5 points on the basket from Green.
They are just killing him on the interior.
He is a fantastic athlete for a power forward. Whatever he lacks in height, he makes up for with hops.
Here's Curry with the 3. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Ibaka's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And a foul on Andrew Wiggins. That's his first foul. The Raptors making a switch here. Gasol's checked in. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And when you play the kind of tough inside game that Gasol does, I mean, get used to taking a few knocks.
And so he hits both. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The Warriors have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for around 80% on the season.
Hollis Jefferson, the putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Raptors lead by 10.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Pass to Pascal. And the Warriors miss again.
You expect him to make those. They've got to do more to get a hand in his face next time.
Outside for Davis. Here's Hollis Jefferson, guarded by Kerr. Powell, the pass to Davis. And again, Toronto with the triple.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Warriors trail by 13. Outside Curry. 24 seconds left in the third. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Hollis Jefferson passes to Gasol. Back to Hollis Jefferson. To the middle. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And the former second-round pick, Gasol's become an elite player at his position. He's a force at both ends.
Taking 2 shots. And he knocks down the first one. And so Marc Gasol nails both of them. Here's Pascal.
And speed and effort level, 2 things that make Ibaka an outstanding defender.
And so it's Toronto. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Makes it a tough play to defend because you also have to guard against him taking it himself.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Passes it to Pascal. Powell against Wiggins. Back to Curry. 5 to shoot. Trying his luck from deep. Rebounded by Serge Ibaka. Ibaka's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Hollis Jefferson, good. And the Raptors lead by 17.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Starting to take over here, building a big lead that could ultimately prove insurmountable.
Wiggins drives in from 12 feet out. Hollis Jefferson with the rebound.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Good work there as it goes. Chris, you've been a commentator for the NBA Vegas Summer League. Amazing how much that event has grown.
Oh, how about this year? The Chinese, the Croatian national team. I mean, come on. It's just this is a global game, and we're bringing all of them to Vegas to let fans go up in there and watch them and watch rookies at a young, early age and see the best players. I mean, this is awesome. You got to love how forward-thinking the NBA is. This is really cool to watch.
It is. Powell, that's good.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, it's the attack mindset. I mean, that helped him prevail right there. Sometimes you just got to go with your gut.
And there's the pass to Pascal. Rebound by the Raptors. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Lets it go from deep. The rebound by Ibaka. Ibaka's got 6 rebounds in the game. And so they choose to intentionally foul. Yes, there is that transition from being a player to retirement. It can be a challenge for some. What were the keys that you found in succeeding at that?
Well, first I think is adjusting to the fact you don't have the same schedule. You don't have a physical release that you used to have. You miss the locker room and the camaraderie with all the guys. So you miss the culture. But secondly, I would say take all the lessons that you learned, and for me this was big, from sports and use them in business. So in business I became a rookie in other areas. I found a Chris Mullin type in business. I found a Latrell Sprewell type, guys that would mentor you, guys that you would play on their team. Humble yourself, get back to it, get to practice, get to meetings early, stay at practice late, stay at meetings, and be the last one that leaves, and just take the culture of basketball, infuse that athletic personality into the personality of whatever you go into next, and you can use those tenets to have a wonderful retirement and really enjoy it. So for me, it's been awesome. And by the way, I've had twins, and so since retiring, and that'll keep you just as busy as it was you were playing. So you can find ways to keep that same lifestyle.
That's right, and some sound advice, too. Outside Curry. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry. On some changes here for the Raptors. Siakam is checked in for Gasol. OG Anunoby comes in for Norman Powell. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Davis. Kicks it out to Siakam. Stolen by Thompson. Here's Curry. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. And 11 points for Steph Curry.
When you have a four-man with this kind of vision and the unselfishness to go with it, unreal advantage. Draymond Green getting it done.
Siakam misses.
Nothing less than that kind of defense will cut it against him. That's just great work inside.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Raptors.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And on the year now, tonight's impending victory will push their win total to 47.
And in a three-game season series, they take the first two, and certainly they've had the edge in this matchup.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Serge Ibaka.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Here's what Toronto's going with right now. Stanley Johnson, he's checked in for Siakam. Wande Hollis-Jefferson comes in for OG Anunoby. Thomas checked in for Fred VanVleet. And it's Patrick McCaw in for Kyle Lowry. No good from Lee.
He's got to do a better job making the D pay for their mistakes.
Down low. Thomas finds Ibaka. Here's McCaw. Back to Ibaka. Outside Thomas. Ibaka outside. Offensive rebound. It's good on the putback.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And you know they are, sure. I mean, come on, the finish line is in sight. All they have to do is play it smart.
And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw.
David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
upper and lower body fluid, and goaltend. Unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluid, and goaltending.
We're so excited to have you back on the show, as always. But Mike, I know you can't give away everything, but the big question has been, is Next Gen just going to be the same game, but 2.0? What can you tell us?
It's absolutely not, Alexis, and I think that's something that we're so excited about is that, you know, we've actually taken the current gen version of the game and we split development between VC Novato and our studio in LA called VC South. And so they've done a great job just taking that game to the next level. While the team in Nevada was focused on the next-gen version. You're going to find that the next-gen game is going to be...
And just about to get underway as the starting five. Hi. Hey, Dave.
Blazers.
The players love it. Thank you, David. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. And it's Anthony in at the 3 spot. And for Golden State, Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Green is out there with Andrew Wiggins, and it's Chris in at the center position. Up again, McCollum trying to get open. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Such a big body down there. Nurkic battling.
Pass to Green. Second chance shot. A three-pointer. Wiggins sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
That's a 2 from Lillard. Warriors with the rebound. Coming off that loss against the Nets.
When he was drafted, Damian Lillard said he wanted to go to the Blazers with the 6th pick. The opportunity to play right away and be embraced by the city of Portland.
Portland with the ball, following the score by Golden State. And it's off the back rim, no good. Warriors have gone 2 of 3 here to start off the game. Thompson passes to Curry. Good D by McCollum. And Damian Lillard says, Greg, win or lose, he wants to stay in Portland. He keeps his residence there year-round.
And talk about his loyalty. In high school, lightly recruited, he ends up committing to Weber State. His senior year, all the big schools come calling. And Lillard kept his commitment. That shows you how he's built. And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Now here's McCollum. He's coming off a 22-point game against Memphis.
And don't forget about the work he did on the boards. His rebounding was a huge help in that game.
And here is Curry following the three-pointer by C.J. McCollum. And it's Wiggins missing.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
Lillard from outside. No good. Shot missing. And Golden State will come the other way. Last time against the Trailblazers, they lost in Portland.
Well, I mean, they lost their last matchup with this team, and foul trouble really plagued them throughout the game.
Yeah, they had a few important guys sitting there on the bench at a time when they really could have used them on the floor. They have to play much more in control here tonight.
And the game plan against the Blazers, the last few postseasons has been trapping Lillard and McCollum and forcing someone else to beat them.
Yeah, and you wonder if this is an opportunity for Zach Collins to really step into his own, along with Nurkic, who last year was injured during the playoffs, so that there can be some points and contributions coming from your power forward and center position. That'll ease some pressure on your backcourt.
Here's Green, following the basket by C.J. McCollum. Pocket 2, Nurkic with the block.
At 7 feet tall, Nurkic, not easy to get around. That time throws that one away.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Put that bucket in no time at all.
And he's not going to miss many of those, especially that wide open.
No, he's automatic from the mid-range, and the defense knows that. It's a mistake to give up a shot like that.
Lillard and the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Outside for Curry. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Curry's got 5 now.
Man, he's got that touch working tonight, shooting the ball very well to start this one.
McCollum, and the second chance effort by McCollum.
Sometimes CJ, just with movement alone, finds himself in the right spot, and this time picks up a couple of garbage points.
That one goes. Just count it. 7 points for Steph Curry. Portland leading. To the inside. And finished off by Collins.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Well, Steph Curry, one of the greatest shooters in the history of the NBA, but also a very gifted passer, great at finding his teammates. Is it getting cold in here, Kevin? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley.
I got to say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going. Count it.
280 pounds. I think Nurkic is well within his means to score past contact.
It's Curry with the drive. Kicks to Green. Wiggins passes to Green. That one doesn't go. Great D that time from Nurkic. But they'll get another chance. And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. Portland out in front, leading by just 2. Great team play, so key to winning. Damian Lillard broke down the...
Be a star in your role. You know, I think...
Knowing your role and playing it so well is so crucial.
Yeah, when everybody buys in and plays for one another, that's when teams play their best ball.
And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And for Portland guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
It felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick.
On the floor for Portland, Hezonja at the 4 and Whiteside at the 5. Then it's Little, and it's Simons in at the point. The defensive rules were different when you played, Brent. For example, the elimination of the hand check.
Hand checking was huge because great defensive guards like a Derek Harper or a Mookie Blaylock could get their forearm on you and basically move you around rather than you trying to get where you want to go. And the other thing, Kevin, that they did was they didn't allow you to have the time in the free throw line. You have a 2.9 before an illegal defense. It used to be a game really of 2 stars on one side of the floor operating, and the rest of the guys sort of shoveled off in the corner on the other side. All those things have changed with the way the league has gone.
For the better.
Oh, I think so. Yeah, freedom of movement, fluidity of the athletes. It's definitely a better game in terms of the movement.
To the wing right side, Poole. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Poole's got his first bucket of the night. Simons surveying the D. And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. It's stolen by Little. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Back to Hezonja. And he lays it straight in. Hezonja's got 4 points this quarter.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Smailagic. The three-pointers right on target. For Portland, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. From 10 feet out, no good that time. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. And the basket by Pascal. And it's a 3-point Warrior lead.
Of all the action happening there, Kevin, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup to the bucket.
And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Wiggins with the ball.
And there's one thing that's never been in question about Wiggins, his ability to be a high-volume scorer. And in case you needed a reminder, he's giving you one tonight. And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
To the paint. Here's Pascal. Hezonja defending. Haskell's shot is off. Trailblazers trail by 3. Shoots it. Trent gets the bucket. The Warriors have gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. Poole the pass to Pascal. Golden State moving the ball around. Beyond the arc. Poole no good. And Whiteside's got the ball here for Portland. Lasagna the pass to Simons. Fires it up. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4. Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter.
And it's been talked about for some time, but last summer the Heat finally decided to pull the trigger on Hassan Whiteside. Traded to Portland for Leonard and Harkless. Whiteside and the Heat had soured on each other in the trade. A chance for both sides to have a fresh start. That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give them a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Execution with pace. That's a bad turnover that simply was telegraphed.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard to see which teams have the most buckets in transition since the All-Star break. 5th best, the Trailblazers.
You know, as the season wears on, the team that can stay fresh can take advantage. They continue to get out and run, and teams are struggling to keep up.
Lillard misses. Warriors trail by 3. Curry on the wing. Covered by Lillard. Curry kicks to Thompson. Shot to stop the run, and it's good. 2 points. 5 points in the game.
Man, we see this so many times. The defense so concerned with Klay Thompson's shooting ability that he's able to burn them with moving the ball.
Lillard misses.
Oh, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Back to Thompson. Outside Curry. Tries it from 9. That one doesn't drop. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Portland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here in the second. And a wide open look for McCollum. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Just 3 on the clock. Curry gets the bucket. Curry's got 9 points.
Nice job by Steph. Just getting clever around the hoop and finding a way to get that one to the rim.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Warriors. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good. Andrew Wiggins led the way in the first half. He had 12 points and 2 assists. And that.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You look at Andrew Wiggins in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Curry and Klay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Green, and it's Chris in at the 5 spot. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Lillard against Curry. Green kicks to Wiggins. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. 15 points for Andrew Wiggins.
Yeah, Draymond Green, we know he plays with attitude, and he plays with force. His teammates appreciate the unselfish approach he has.
And Nurkic gets it to go.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And Green slams it in.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
Curry against Lillard. Curry kicks to Green. Nurkic with the steal. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance. Stolen by Thompson. And it It's Wiggins with the jam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
And the 4-year, $196 million Supermax extension signed by Damian Lillard this offseason. Dame Dollar living up to one of his many nicknames, but money well spent by the Blazers.
Tough to contest that one. Draymond went right up into a one-piece shooting motion.
Here's Anthony. From down in the low post, it goes. Anthony's got 6 points. Warriors leading by 6. On the wing, Green. Wiggins outside. Passes it to Chris. Shot clock at 6. Green left side. Over Collins. Misses off the right iron.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
They double him with Green. Pass to Trent. There's the 3. That shot no good. And Golden State will go the other way with it. Here's Wiggins. Oh, went in there and tried. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to make a challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Brent, if you were building an offensive system from scratch, what would be your favorite style of play?
I would really tend to lean on 3 guards that could handle the basketball, Kevin. Guys who can initiate plays from all over the floor and really look to find players that are smart about playing off the ball. You combine 3 of those guys with the skill set, so one has it and the other 2 are maneuvering around. They're going to cause so much commotion. They're going to cause so many breakdowns defensively within a possession that a multitude of playmaking players, that would be tremendous. And
tough
all of those
defend,
guys,
right? I mean,
yeah, but all those guys too, Kevin, on top of that, if we talked about their physical nature and stature, I would want guys that are 6'6", 6'7", and long, because when you get back to the other end, you want them to be able to coordinate and take up enough room defensively to cause some problems. But, man, 3 guards, 3 long guards, and this is something that Phil Jackson relied on during the years when they won championships in Chicago. He always looked for long guards. Aside from Jordan and Pippen, there was the Ron Harpers of the world that helped accentuate what they could do on the perimeter.
And finish off by Hezonja.
John Collins, pretty fundamental. Nice job of finding a teammate.
The shot by Looney, no good.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical. That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Inside, stolen by Collins. Fast break, here come the Trailblazers. Here's Whiteside, shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Once his team got Whiteside the ball that close to the bucket, the defense is absolutely at his mercy.
It's his first trip to the line.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as he'd like.
Anthony's checked in for Hezonja. And he uses the glass on the layup. And the Warriors lead by 2.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Puts it up from 17. That one wide left. Warriors have gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. And the pass to Pascal. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Wiggins has got 4 assists in the game. Simons, count that one. Simons has got 4 points now in the quarter. And here's Curry, who brings it up for Golden State. Their biggest lead of the game was 9.
That's great defense, and he's a player who can struggle in the face of some really tough interior D.
And there's the feed to Whiteside. And it's good for 2. Whiteside's got it all tied up now for the Trailblazers.
Whiteside working on having a better all-around feel for the game, and that time makes a solid read.
And it's blocked by Whiteside. Lays it up and banks it in. Looney's got his first points of the night.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game, and both teams putting up points in a hurry. Warriors ahead, up 2. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from San Francisco. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. On the floor for Portland, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Whiteside is out there with Nurkic, and it's Anthony in at the 3 spot. And for Portland, they're shooting at 50% in a decent groove. And no good that time. Golden State's gone 5 of 8 from three-point land, 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. And it's Green with the jam.
That's a strong finish from Draymond Green. Those are the kind of plays where he likes to flex on.
Andrew Wiggins checked in for the Warriors. And for Steph Curry, certainly one of the best to ever play. Iguodala said last season, Brett, that he's already the second best point guard to ever play in pro basketball.
Well, high praise from Andre Iguodala, and why wouldn't you talk about Steph that way? You tally up MVPs and titles and his impact on the game and what he's done to change the way the game is played. The case for Steph Curry to be the top point guard ever is getting stronger and stronger every season. The guy that he's going to have to knock off the top of that shelf, I think for most everybody who's been basketball fans for a long time, is one Magic Johnson.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Green, the pass to Chris. Shoots over Lillard. And it's Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. McCollum right side. Over Thompson. Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down to just 1 on the bucket from McCollum.
How about these big shots for him in the fourth? He has been locked and loaded offensively.
And Thompson kicks to Green. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. And that's 11 points for Draymond Green.
Oh boy, the touch is coming back here in the second half. Percentages from the field much better than it was at the break.
Now the Warriors moving it up. Wiggins with the ball and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And so the ball out of bounds. McCollum touched it last. Collins checked in for the Trailblazers. Thompson for 3. Rebound by Nurkic. Trailblazers trail by 3. McCollum from deep 3-point land. Klay Thompson grabs the miss.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
McCollum outside. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And it goes on Draymond Green.
The 2013 draft comes up, and the 10th pick is announced as C.J. McCollum out of Lehigh. And a lot of people said, who is this guy? Not a lot of people say that now, Kevin. And he's the one person that the coaching staff and the teammates love to see at the line in a tight ball game. You can pretty much bank on these.
Wiggins drawn the double team. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Well, after committing a turnover like that, you're just praying the game doesn't come down to the last possession. You'll remember that one.
Lillard with it. Now defended by Wiggins. to Nurkic. Baseline J on the way. The Warriors pull it in. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. It's Curry. That time on the assist by Wiggins. And that's now 11 points for Steph Curry. And a deep three from Lillard. From beyond the arc and then some.
Man, I'll tell you what, the pressure is cranked up. Who better to call than this guy?
They kick it out to Green. Uncovered. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Green's got 13 points there in the second half alone. Down low. And Nurkic gets it to go.
Clutch bucket by Nurkic on that possession. They needed that one.
It's Thompson off the drive. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And that's why this team loves having Klay Thompson. Big shot.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Whiteside's checked in. Here's Lillard. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
And that is what you need in big moments. Lillard's a strong leader with competitive drive. Bingo.
Curry kicks to Wiggins. To the inside. Green. Money!
Remember that one. Guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, Greg, is that the biggest shot of the game?
There's 49 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Three-pointer, Lillard. Klay Thompson grabs the miss.
Well, you make strides to get back in the ball game, but an errant shot like that can definitely cost you any kind of momentum. Have to use better judgment there.
And a wide open look here for Wiggins, and it's off from three-point range. The three from McCollum. Yes! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within one.
Oh, man, the DNA test comes back, and there is a clutch gene. McCollum with the confidence to deliver.
Got it!
Well, this team trusts everybody, and this time the trust was in Draymond Green.
A three and nothing but a three will do here.
Nah, this is all from the perimeter and outside the arc here.
Lillard way outside. Can't knock in the three. And Curry, here we go. Count it!
Oh, man, the baby-faced assassin stepping up right there. Such a great score, and what a situation.
He
did not do that.
And it counts!
He did not just do that. Well, he has that ability, elevates his game in the clutch time. It's Lillard time. He's on point.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. So for David Aldridge, Greg.
unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
Now, Mike, with all this new technology, what does that mean for gameplay in NBA 2K21 for the next generation?
Yeah, and that's, you know what, whenever we have a new console year, that's something that always excites us as developers because we're always able to look and kind of dream bigger. And for us, it just meant, faster processing. It meant more memory. Just the ability to do things that we couldn't do in last generation. And so for us,
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Well, the weekend has officially begun. As we get a break in the action now, let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. Taking a look at Boston. Unless they completely melt down, they should be in good position for a playoff run.
And when you look at Boston, they're well above the position they were expected to be in at this stage. Now the question becomes, can they keep it up in the playoffs?
Yeah, it's a whole different ball game in the postseason. And to be honest, I'm not quite sure how well suited they are for playoff basketball, but we will find out soon enough.
So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. Brown and Hayward, they're the wing. Tatum out there with Daniel Tice. And it's Walker in at the point guard position. And for the Warriors, Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Wiggins is out there with Green. And it's Chris in at the center, filling out the middle. Offensive rebound. Tries again. Right side, Green. In the corner, it's Wiggins. And it's good off the back rim and in.
I'll tell you, Draymond gives you such an advantage. A power forward who passes like a point guard.
Now, here's Brown. Looking at the numbers, he's averaging about 20.5 points a game. Clock at 6. Chris with the rebound. And it's the Warriors' ball. Last meeting was in Boston, where they were unable to fight off the Celtics.
And it's going to come down to effort tonight. Last time they met each other, they were demolished on the boards, and that rebounding difference led to a sizable loss.
If you don't have that one guy who gets you 10-plus boards every night, you just have to send more guys to the glass.
Wiggins kicks to Curry. Steve, we know it's a long season for the players, but talk about the coaches.
Kevin, you've seen it. Those coaches that are on a hot seat, they have those bags under their eyes, no sleep. Those coaches that have a long contract and they're winning, they're pretty good. And I think the coaches that sleep well is the coaches that have teams that they know that kind of runs themselves.
On the wing, Wiggins connects from three-point range. Wiggins has got 5.
The beauty of Draymond as a facilitator really sees the entire floor.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finish hard with 2 hands on that stuff. Now, here's Thompson. Kicks it out to Wiggins. A 3 ball. Rebounded by the Celtics. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks. Outside, Walker. Tatum wide open. He fires one. Offline with his 3.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And Kemba Walker is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Both teams deciding to change it up. Here's Pascal. 12 points his last outing. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. Tatum leading the charge.
A huge fan of how Tatum runs the floor. It's almost a lost art. Terrific when he's in attack mode, in transition, putting a lot of pressure on that defense.
Green. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
I love it. Beautiful job getting to the rim, making a play.
Brown against Thompson. From the corner. And that misses badly. Air ball. Warriors leading by 3. The drive by Green. Oh!
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. The Celtics shooting their first free throws of the night.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Enes Kanter's checked in for Daniel Tice. Williams comes in for Tatum. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Walker. Pass to Looney. From deep. It's hauled in by Wanamaker. The Celtics have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. And the first one drops. He's perfect from the line this time.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
Out to the right wing. Looney passes to Poole. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Now here's Smart. He's coming off a 16-point game against Milwaukee.
And not only was he creating for himself, he was setting up teammates with good shots.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard. Wow, we are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. Smart with the ball, covered by Wiggins. Nice shot by Smart.
For a guy who's still working on his range, love to see Smart attacking on the interior.
19 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Here's Poole. 17 points for him last game against Brooklyn. Shot clock at 6. Here's Looney. Pass to Pascal. Drops it in from 11 feet.
Beautiful ball movement. Drawing kick. The defense can't catch up.
From deep three-point range, and that one released in time, but no good. And so it's Andrew Wiggins making highlights for the goal. All the great Golden State Warriors scores. Draymond Green.
I think there are times where...
Why not? Green knows that, Greg, if you're in the zone, keep firing.
And with his unselfishness and vision, Green, more often than not, is the one setting the table.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a look at the Warriors' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the court for the Celtics, Hayward out there with Williams. Then it's Williams. Then it's Marcus Smart. And it's Wanamaker in at the 1 spot. Now Hayward. Following the three-point attempt by Andrew Wiggins. Smailagic. He's guarded by Williams. Here's Wiggins. No good. Excellent D there from Williams. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down to 3 on the bucket from Smart.
Allowing any room to operate, you know he's going to be aggressive.
Here's Poole. Marcus Smart picking up that last basket. Six to shoot. Looney down low, working on Williams. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Celtics trail by 3. It's Smart with the drive. In the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
And this is where Smart's at his best, being aggressive, going towards the rim.
They get the rebound. Looney. That shot missing. For Boston, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. And Wanamaker gets it to go. Wanamaker's got the lead up to 1 now for Boston.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Wiggins against Smart. Passes to Looney. Unloads. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Looney's got his first basket.
Looney looking very assured, rising up for the jumper. Like seeing that from him.
And it's Williams finishing it off.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling.
That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
Doesn't go that time. So Golden State will take it the other way. Coming off that loss against the Nets, and Wiggins throws it down.
Ooh, the one-hand tomahawk, guys. Somebody's going to get their feelings hurt.
Yeah, they got the entire bench up right there as they saw that and out of their chairs. Now here's Smart. He's got 6. Here's Hayward. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%. Steve, there are certain players, as we know, who can really back you up and get you on your heels, and then they hit the brakes and they hit you with a pull-up jumper. Very tough to defend.
Kevin, you said it best. Being able to hit the brakes and stop on a dime, I think, is James Harden, Steph Curry, C.J. McCollum, Kyrie Irving. Those are some of those names where guys can go in fast pace, fast motion, then stop and pull up and be on balance and knock down the shot.
Here's Looney. Marcus Smart picking up that last basket. A three-pointer, no good. Here's Hayward. Another shot. Williams kicks to Smart. Off target from three-point range. The Warriors trailing. Wiggins right side for the 3. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Nice shot by Smart.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
There's 37 seconds left in the first half. Wiggins outside. Drains the three-pointer. Wiggins has got 5 points in the quarter.
And there's one thing that's never been in question about Wiggins, his ability to be a high-volume scorer. And in case you needed a reminder, he's giving you one tonight.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
Always going up for the alley-oop here. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. 5 seconds left now here in the second. Here's Brown. And finished off by Brown.
And just awesome speed from Brown. Blasting off towards the bucket and slamming it down.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K. Boston found themselves in a close game in the first. They never dug too deep a hole. That's all for now.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You look at Andrew Wiggins in this game, he's been everywhere.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
And not standing around, not settling for perimeter shots. He's looking to attack.
Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Chris is out there with Green, and it's Wiggins in at the small forward. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half. Thompson in the post. He's covered by Brown. Shot clock at 3. The baseline J. Curry can't get it to go.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look. Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. The pass to Green, and here's Chris, defended by Hayward, and the shot goes down. Chris has got his first 2 points of the night.
And this is where Chris does a considerable amount of damage. Feels comfortable taking those interior shots.
Good on the triple.
You just love how reliable he is. Night in and night out, this offense is there.
Stolen by Walker. It's tipped, and Hayward with a clear path to the hoop. Hayward. And another shot. Tice passes to Walker. Thompson against Hayward. Back to Tatum. Pulls it up. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Now it's a 7-point Celtic lead.
And for the Warriors, 5 straight finals appearances, something that hasn't been done since Bill Russell's Celtics of the 60s.
And those 5 appearances, Greg, produced 3 titles. It was close to another one. Last year's finals not ending the way they wanted. Injuries certainly played a role. We'll see if they can make it back this season.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. Chris gets the bucket.
Doing great things at the offensive end. 3 for 4 to start this half.
Boston leading by 5. Outside, Walker. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. Hayward's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Warriors. Here's Chris. And the shot is long. For Boston, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field in the 3rd quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. The kick out to Walker. Here's Tatum. Warriors with the rebound. Chris has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Green. Banked in off the glass. Green's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Defensively, all eyes on Clay. Great scorer, but also able to beat you with the pass.
Here's Brown. The putback, and Tatum stays with it. Tatum's got the lead up to 7 now for Boston.
What a turnaround for him since the half. More aggressive and more effective.
Green against Tatum. The offensive rebound. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Great decision from Draymond to go up into the D there with his big body. Such an intelligent player.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Some changes for Boston. Cantor checked in for Daniel Tice. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Gordon Hayward. Steve, the number of timeouts and even fouls have dropped in recent years. Do you think that's brought a better flow to the game?
Yeah, I think so. I know we have so much stoppage in our game, especially when they go to the referee's review. If we could do something about that. But I love that they've dropped the number of timeouts to keep the flow of the game. That's what most fans want to see, just the flow of the game continue.
Williams, he's checked in for the Celtics. Celtics leading by 9. Tatum drives in. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
Throughout the evening, he's gotten to his spots, and the defense has not adjusted. One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
To the paint. He kicks it to Cantor. Pass to Smart. Walker with a clean look. No good on the triple. The Warriors shooting at 50% in a decent groove. Curry with it. Now guarded by Smart. Thompson for 3. And Cantor pulls it down.
And yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. Boston making a switch here. Wanamaker's checked in, and that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Warriors trail by 11. 34 seconds left to play in the 3rd. And that one's good. Green's got 7 points for the quarter.
Not the tallest power forward in the league, but Draymond Green carving out space.
Again, the miss by the Celtics. The Warriors have gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the 3rd quarter. Thompson passes to Green. The dive for the ball. Thompson in the posts, guarded by Tatum. That one's in there. The Boston lead is cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Klay Thompson. From deep. It doesn't go for him. And that's it for the 3rd quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the 4th. Boston on top, leading by 7. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Very unselfish. If you appreciate teamwork, this is the kind of play that will get you up out of your seat.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. And a look at the five for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. Brown the small forward with Tatum holding down the 4 spot. Walker and Smart the guards. And it's Cantor in at the center position. And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That is his first foul of the game. Smart against Thompson. Pass to Pascal. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Curry. From outside the arc. He can't get it to go. Walker with some nice D. Celtics leading by 9. Tatum kicks to Cantor. He dishes it to Walker. Passes it to Tatum. In the corner, Smart with it. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And now it's an 11-point Celtic lead.
Yeah, and how about the stick-to-itiveness on that possession? Stayed with it, didn't give up until the ball was in the basket.
And the basket by Pascal.
That's good planning, and that's good execution. And that's a great look.
Right side to Walker. Takes the 3. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Walker's got the lead up to 12 now for the Celtics.
And he's kind of always had that shoot-first mentality for a point guard. And when you can shoot it like Walker, it's not necessarily a bad thing.
Here's Green. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Tatum finds Walker. Those 3-pointers off the mark. The Warriors have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. On the wing, Thompson. The pass to Pascal. Launches a 3, and the 3 ball is good.
In that first half, guys, they didn't shoot nearly as many threes as they have here in the second, trying to use that shot to stay in the game.
Poke loose.
So frustrating when you can't get anything to go down as you're trying to help your team finish the job.
Lobbed up there for Green. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Some changes for Boston. Daniel Tice comes in for Tatum. And Gordon Hayward is subbed in for Smart. Hayward against Thompson. And foul on the shot. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
It's Thompson off the drive. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got his 3rd assist on the night. To the wing on the left. Here's Cantor. That shot is off. And it's the Warriors' ball. Good momentum, 8 straight points. Outside for Curry. Thompson, high post. Brown's there. Thompson passes to Green. Over Cantor. That's it, and the Celtic lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Green.
Green lives for these kind of moments. Always ready when his name is called.
Hayward, left side. Count it, good. And the Celtics lead by 4.
whenever games get close, Hayward is the guy they look for to score the rock. He takes this responsibility very seriously.
Out to the wing, Smailagic. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Hayward goes in, nails the baby hook. And now a 6-point Celtic lead.
During his career, Hayward has really become more aggressive. Never shy in attacking the rim.
Now the feed to Green. It's in! And now they trail by just 4. Brown with it. Here's Walker. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
And the skills of Brown. Not just a super athlete, but a tremendous floor general as well.
And there's the call on Curry. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Warriors making a change here. Chris is checked in. Boston also with the sub. Tatum's checked in.
And looking for a very quick shot here.
They have very little time to run a play. And then, of course, they also need to foul.
Hayward against Curry. Hayward can hit. And the wide open shot from Green. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Now Brown. From deep three-point range. Misses there. So we see Boston get the win here. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. puck pickups, upper and lower body fluid, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluid, and goaltending.
Table with next gen.
Obviously, the 2K community wants to know more about 2K21, so we wanted to invite one member of the 2K community on the show today.
Welcome, Agent 00 to 2K TV. Agent, what has been up lately?
I've just been focusing on content, to be honest with you. That's really been it. That's been my life. Every moment from when I wake up to when I go to sleep, just working on some kind of different video.
There it is, the Ferry Building in San Francisco. Let's now to take a look at the steal numbers over the last couple months. The scope of that for Green.
I feel like he hasn't been paying as much attention to the defensive aspect of the game as he needs to. His steals have dropped over the past few months, and he needs to get back some of that fire on D.
So let's take a look at the Toronto Raptors starting lineup. Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slot. Van Vliet out there with Lowry, and it's Ibaka in at the center, locking down the middle. And for Golden State, Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Wiggins is out there with Draymond Green, and it's Chris in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That is his first foul of the game. Curry passes to Thompson. You can see it, Doris, with some of these good teams trying to build momentum as we get closer to the postseason.
You seem to know and understand which teams are good on both sides of the basketball. Are they top 5 efficiency, offense and defense? And as you know, Kevin, if there's a player with a hot hand, that can really make a difference in round 1.
Absolutely.
And that'll start us off already. You can feel the tension in this arena.
You get the sense, Greg, there is a level of intensity right out of the gates.
Chris and Green slams it in.
Boy, you'd love to see the lift Draymond Green gets on these dunks. Once he's established, forget about it.
Lowry has the open look. And again, Toronto with the triple.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Curry passes to Green. It's deflected.
I'll tell you, Siakam has the ability to intimidate offensive players. How about that one? Send it back.
And yes, it's good.
Well, efficiency is everything, right? So far in this one, this guy has been on the money.
Thompson surveying the floor. Passes it to Green. Chris up top. Wiggins with it. It's Ibaka picking him up. Outside for Curry. 4 on the clock. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins.
Well, late rotation by the defense, and Wiggins has the vision to find the open man.
Takes it off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Van Vliet can't get it to go.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
Boy, you look at all the athletes on this team. How about Pascal Siakam? This guy may be the fastest power forward in the NBA. And if you couple that with ball handling, this guy is tremendous in transition.
Now, here's Thompson. He's all alone for the finish. Throws down the breakaway jam.
And you can't afford to lose Anunoby in transition. As soon as he has a step on you, it's over.
And the speed and quickness of Siakam, not just an asset in transition. Doris defensively, he is something special.
There is no doubt at 6'9", but he's got a 7'3" wingspan. Siakam's combination of length and mobility, tailor-made for the modern NBA.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
Green against Siakam. Puts one up from 19. And that one is off. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. Curry, good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Curry's got 5 now.
I think unselfish is a word that applies beautifully to Draymond Green. He's so good at sharing the basketball.
Both teams will make substitutions. Raptors leading by 7. To the middle. Anunoby in the corner. And Lowry has it in the corner. Lays it up off the glass. 7 points in the game.
Well, no fear in Kyle Lowry's game. This guy is happy to take it inside and seek you out.
Wiggins left side. Serge Ibaka with the rebound. Here's Anunoby. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Green in the post. Defended by Ibaka.
I don't think you can help but admire what Draymond Green brings to the floor on a night-by-night basis. This guy plays with a giant chip, and he wants his teammates to come with him.
And that trip coming up empty, missing both. The Raptors have gone 8 of 14 from the field in the first quarter. Powell, that's good.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
No one near Curry as he lets it go. Gets a very good look and converts.
Steph Curry's ability to shoot the basketball off the dribble may be as special as we've ever seen in the history of the league.
Boy, that was quick. Already out to a double-digit lead.
Wow, they've come out strong. Control the pace, assert their will. Nice.
Ring shot on the way, and no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Toronto Raptors holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a very convincing performance from the Raptors so far.
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So the Raptors 5 right now. Powell is out there with Davis, and it's Marc Gasol, and it's Hollis Jefferson in at the 3 spot. Good. Boucher's got the lead up to 13 now for Toronto.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Here's Poole, guarded by Powell. Puts up a 3. Gasol with the rebound.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Powell, that's good.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Powell with the steal. Fast break Toronto. Davis has got the ball, and it's Davis finishing it off.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love, Greg, is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Here's Poole, still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Here's Pascal. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
You know, when you look at his numbers this season, he's had a respectable number, 77%.
No doubt passing is a premium for this team game of the NBA. We love the individual star power, but it is a team game. Are there any playmakers out there that don't get, Doris, you think, enough credit for all that they do for their team?
Well, the first guy that comes to mind is a man that Steve Kerr described as probably the smartest single basketball player he has ever been around, and that's Andre Iguodala. The numbers in terms of his scoring, obviously not eye-popping, but his incredible defense and then his elite passing skills have been so critical to so many championship teams.
Up again, Curry on the follow. Curry's got 9.
Well, despite not being the biggest guy on the floor, Steph Curry has an incredible feel for when to go hit the glass.
Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Here's Boucher. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Boucher's got 4 points now in the quarter.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Powell against Curry. Now the pass to Pascal. Misses the 3.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And Steph Curry with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for the Warriors. Wiggins comes in for Steph Curry. Fred VanVleet is checked in for the Raptors. The shot by Powell, no good.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
They get a hand on it. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way. And a chance now to look at the schedule coming up for the Toronto Raptors. On Saturday, they'll be playing against Blake Griffin and the Detroit Pistons. And then on Monday, they'll be taking on Klay Thompson and the Golden State Warriors.
And for the matchup with the Sixers, I think it's going to be an interesting challenge. Even though they expect to come out on top, this could probably be a pick-em game, depending on how they play.
And so they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Anunoby, he's checked in for Marc Gasol. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Boy, for all the talent Andrew Wiggins brings to the table, you wonder what his assessment of the 2018-19 season is. Obviously, he took a step back in terms of his production, and I think that had a lot to do with his lack of consistency with his shot. He's got a ton of talent. Let's see where it takes him.
And he gets the bucket.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, Kevin, one of the things that teams are more aware of in the age of analytics is the importance of sleep. Those teams are making adjustments. Morning shoot-arounds have been moved in some cases to the afternoon or eliminated altogether. There are many fewer teams that are taking red-eye flights across country. And some teams even give players orange-tinted glasses to encourage them to sleep. There's a lot of work to be done in this field, but the direction is clear.
Continuing to evolve. All right, David, thank you. Anunoby, no good.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
And it's Wiggins missing. Raptors leading by 15. Ibaka finds Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
How about the athleticism of Pascal Siakam? So tough to corral when he's going on the dribble drive.
And that one, good.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
The feed to Ibaka. And he uses the glass on the layup. Ibaka's got his first 2 points.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
On the wing, Thompson. Out left to the wing. Here's Poole. And so Ibaka will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. 17-point lead, their biggest. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. .11 left here in the second. To the right side. Pascal. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists tonight.
Come on now, this guy is more than just a great shooter. Klay Thompson, really good feel for the offense.
And so it's Toronto. Their lead at 15 going into the break. They've got their field goal.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, welcome. It's Toronto with the advantage at the half. They lead by 15. Kenny, what did you... And that should do it with the...
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Kyle Lowry has just been sensational.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
Curry and Klay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Draymond Green is out there with Wiggins, and it's Chris in at the 5. That's the Warriors 5. And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here's Curry. Goes back up. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, it's a lean frame, but it's an effective frame because Steph Curry knows how to position his body in a way that draws the whistle.
Stephen Curry hits them both.
It's absolutely incredible to me the amount of work Steph Curry has to put in order to get open shots. The reason every defender is using every trick at his disposal to slow him up. And you have to, guys, right? Because if he gets an inch of room, it's over.
And the rejection by Ibaka.
Boy, still a dependable shot blocker. That is what got Serge Ibaka playing time at the beginning of his career. Nice.
Here's Anunoby. The Raptors rebound. Here's Siakam. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
That's good. And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Toronto shooting their first free throw of the night. Endures with the physicality of defense on Curry. He doesn't get a lot of free throws out of it.
Well, you think about Steph Curry's willingness to attack a closeout, right? Teams want to get him off the three-point line. So he has got to be willing to attack the cup, and he's more than capable of getting there.
Doris, you graduated as your college's all-time assist leader. Talk about some of the key traits of a great playmaker.
I think historically speaking, when we think about great lead guards, Kevin, we talk about unselfishness, vision, patience. Who are the players that make their teammates better? Though probably the one underrated aspect of a point guard to me, Kevin, is communication. Are you constantly looking for opportunities to communicate to your teammates, make them feel good about themselves, give them confidence? That, to me, is probably the most underrated aspect of it.
And Doris, when you played, you took such great pride in each and every one of those things.
I did. I loved trying to make my teammates better. Feels great to make somebody feel good.
Siakam passes to Gasol. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. And poor shot selection there. Not a high percentage look for him. Anunoby kicks to Powell. Here's Siakam. And again, Toronto no luck.
And his lateral quickness really allows him to stay in front of the shooter there and challenge the shot.
And this is the key. In this game, you've got to be able to move your feet to be successful on the defensive end.
Here's what Toronto's going with right now. Boucher is checked in, and it's Rondae Hollis-Jefferson in for Anunoby. Here's Bowman, and Gasol sends it back.
This guy, the defensive anchor, Marc Gasol, twice on the pipes.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Pass to Boucher. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
That's his first personal foul.
Davis finds Hollis-Jefferson. Here's Boucher. Yep, that one goes. Boucher's got his third basket of the night right there.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
As great a scorer as he is, Steph Curry is a willing mover of the basketball. He doesn't get enough credit to me for playing the right way.
Shots good by Boucher.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams. And in recent years, some call the Warriors the greatest fast-breaking team since the Showtime Lakers. Doris, do you concur?
Greg, the Showtime Lakers are my all-time favorite team. But I will say, because of the shooting, the ball handling, the passing, the capability on every possession for something spectacular, I would say that this team was as close as you can get to the Showtime Lakers.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Good for the fifth time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
Well, that's about court awareness. Hollis-Jefferson playing very well within the confines of this offense.
That one good for 2.
Well, he's been shooting it so well because he's been so active, moving and working to get high percentage shots.
Powell, no one around him, kept alive. Here's Hollis-Jefferson. Toronto working the ball around now. Boucher passes to Gasol. Off with the layup.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
The Warriors have converted 4 of 7 free throws on the night.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%.
Both teams deciding to change it up.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Cuts off the pass. Now the Warriors moving it up. Wiggins with the ball. And the officials call a traveling violation. Toronto leading by 17 to the left wing. There's Hollis Jefferson, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Wow, what an easy look Kyle Lowry creates for his teammates. One of the best setup men in the entire league.
You know, here we go. Lowry, nobody back. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got 3 assists now in this one. And Curry has it in the corner. And the Warriors miss again.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
He was all alone on that one. Gasol's got his 2nd basket of the game.
Well, Marc Gasol will never back away when he's got that kind of interior position.
Here's Green, and no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's the Toronto Raptors riding high with a 23-point lead heading into the break. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. On the court for Toronto to start the 4th. Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. Lowry out there with Fred Van Vliet. And it's Hollis Jefferson in at the 3, the small forward.
Well, the wingspan of Pascal Siakam makes that dunk look easy.
Doris, we've both been very public in our admiration for LeBron, the face of the league, for so many years. When he retires, and we're approaching that date, who do you think might step up and take his place as the face of the NBA?
Well, probably the most likely candidate is the new and reigning MVP, and that's Giannis Antetokounmpo, who is an absolute physical force. He's put on 50 pounds. He's getting more and more skilled. When he adds that 3-point shot as a consistent weapon and gets to an in-between game, he will be impossible to guard. Kawhi Leonard, you know, he is now sort of taking over as a multi-time winner of the Finals MVP, and certainly a player guys want to play with. So just a couple of possibilities there, Kev.
One thing about Curry you have to admire, Greg, he never wants the spotlight to himself, even as a leader of his team. He always wants his teammates to shine as well.
You think back to when Clay was trying to break Curry's 3-point record last season. Curry was not only cheering for him, but actively setting him up to make it happen. That camaraderie Curry shows is why his teammates love him.
They got very fortunate there, guys. They should just take their time on offense and not try to force things.
A little over a minute of the 4th quarter gone right now. On the clock. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Chris gets the bucket.
Kev, that's getting great lift on the jumper, and Chris really hard to challenge from the mid-range.
Here's Ibaka, makes it off the glass.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And so Curry will bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. Down low, Chris. And Chris throws it down.
Exciting is this kid? One of the more athletic front court players you'll find in the NBA. Marquise Chris doing work.
And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound. And some changes here for the Raptors. Siakam is checked in for Stanley Johnson. OG Anunoby comes in for Patrick McCaw. And it's Fred Van Vliet in for Thomas. Now Curry. Outside, Green, over Siakam, and it's Green, missing.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
And an intentional foul right there. Doris, you and I love history, and you were talking the other day, you and I, about Bill Russell and his 11 championship rings. Do you think anyone's ever going to break that record?
I think it'll be close to impossible, Kevin, and the reason is, number one, there were so many fewer teams back then for Bill Russell, in no way diminishing the greatness of one of the game changers, both between the lines and outside the lines. Bill Russell will always be an historic figure. But it's very tough to compare eras. There's now 30 teams, nutrition, conditioning, coaching, there's just so much more information in the current era.
And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Siakam pulls it in. Siakam's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Lowry finds Siakam. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Lowry's got his 3rd assist on the night. 1:49 left to play here in the 4th. Here's Pascal. Over in the corner, Green. It's deflected. Here's Anunoby. And Lowry gets it to go.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Raptors.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And on the year now, tonight's impending victory will push their win total to 47.
And they've taken control of the season series. This brings them to 2-0 with 1 game left against this squad.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Pascal Siakam.
You have to love the way that he was closing out on defensive trips. He would always body up, and it's why he ended with so many boards.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. Smailagic. He's guarded by Johnson. Plenty of space. Can't hit that one. And Toronto has possession. They've given up just 8 points in the 4th quarter. Thomas dishes to Johnson. Left side, Thomas. Pass to McCaw. And it's Looney with the rebound. 20 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
That's his first personal
That free throw, no good.
Shooting for Golden State, number 15.
And he can't hit the second. Here's Thomas, and he banks in the layup.
Well, they knew it would be a hostile environment, and they rose to the challenge.
And sometimes, Greg, when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what?
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke,